All right. So, Everton, since this is going to be like a feedback, um, tell us a little about yourself, who you are, which company you're with, and basically introduce yourself.
Okay, not a problem. My name is Everton. I'm a broker with Lifeplan Investments. I've been in the industry for about 15 years. I have 4 kids. 2 are in university, and I have 2 that are entering high school. Currently, I help clients with their insurance and their investment solutions. And pretty excited about how the business is going right now.
Okay, awesome. So tell me a little about when you first spoke with me last year in October, and you didn't sign up with us. What was the main reason of not doing that back then?
Well, I had used another source before when it came to my Facebook outreach and, client acquisition. And I was truly disappointed with it. It was really kind of like I got involved and then I wasn't told the whole story, and then I had to make adjustments, and it cost a lot of money. And so when you approached me, I was like, this is not something that I really want to do again. I really, 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 I'm so not happy with this approach when it comes to growing my business. And I thank you very much for being persistent, because I really did have my doubts.
Right, right. So most of these clients that we work with, they pretty much all of these clients have had bad experiences, especially with Facebook ads. Because when it comes to talking about taxes, when it comes to talking about financial planning, when it comes to talking about preserving your principal income, and when you do that on Facebook, it sometimes gets so technical that most of the people are not able to do it, and they just get their accounts banned, or even if the ads run, they don't produce any results. And which was pretty much similar case with you, because when I went into your ad account, then I understood why Everton was so reluctant in signing up with this, because I literally saw that your cost per lead was over $100 per lead. That was like pretty crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. Even if we mess up the entire campaign in our company, it's still at $30 a lead. So I just couldn't just comprehend, like, what is it that they did so wrong that they were getting cost per lead of more than $100?
Yeah, like I said, we were really having an issue with getting quality leads with the last person that I worked with. And it was kind of like, I didn't understand why we weren't just getting the results. And, the cost per acquisition was so high. So, but we had faith, we gave them faith, and, got to a point where I was like, I can't invest anymore. I'm just not seeing the rate of return that we need to grow a business. It was kind of like the scales were unbalanced. It means that, revenue was not being brought into the business to support the marketing, and that created a big problem.
Right, of course. Because any marketing campaign, if it's not generating an ROI, then there's no point of, taking it any further.
That's correct. Yeah.
Now, okay, let's come to, you eventually decided to sign up with us. And it's been almost a month now since we have been working together. What has your experience been? How would you describe that?
It's been what I expected. I expected that, there would be, some people that wouldn't be receptive. And, the ones that were receptive were going to be really high quality. So, just like, tomorrow I'm sitting down with, a multimillionaire, he's coming to my office, wow. Which is kind of like, wow. Yeah, he's actually, coming on a Saturday to see me, to look over his, investments and insurance needs. And I was like, I've never had that before. Usually I have to go to my clients, and he sees the value, in my expertise to actually come to me. So that's going to be awesome. I'm kind of really excited about that appointment. And today, sat down with another lady virtually. We're going to do we're looking at about maybe 350,000 worth of investments. And so I showed her the returns, my portfolios that I like to use. She's really excited about, the returns and also the company holdings within the portfolio. So, she's pretty excited about that.
That's pretty dope, man. You've actually made me excited about those two meetings.
Right.
So tell me, what do you feel was different between what we did and your previous marketing campaign? What was the main difference? What do you think?
I think it was basically the communication. The approach was kind of like, what you said you're going to do, you did. There was nothing that was like came out of the blue that, I had to really take a look at, or make adjustments. Like you took care of everything. It was just really up to me to, build that connection with that client. And, that's what I wanted. Yeah.
Exactly. Just to add to that, what I feel is the main difference between what we do and what other companies do is coming from an education first approach. Because you see how we helped you put an offer together, which was a no-brainer for your audience to take up, right?
Right.
So for example, 5 lessons to save more in retirement. It's a no-brainer because we are literally not asking for any money. We're just asking for their name, email, and phone number. And in return, they get these 5 lessons for free, which are packed with value, which are packed with valuable suggestions. They just get it. They go through that in a period of 5 days. So that just breaks it down into sort of an investment in terms of time and energy. They're investing their time and energy every single day, and they're waiting for the next lesson, up until the last lesson. This just makes your prospect feel at ease when they eventually get to speak with you, because they have gone through your content. They have gone through your lessons. They know, like, and trust you already. They have seen you multiple times, right? So that's the whole idea of doing this, is to build trust, build authority, and always come from an education first approach, value-based approach. Give before you take, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Awesome. So out of all the meetings that you have had so far, not talking about the ones who were not receptive at all, because like any marketing campaign, some people are not receptive. So those people who have been receptive, how would you rate the quality of those meetings?
Pretty high. Usually, when, I'm talking to somebody, like it's really been easy. And, for some of my clients, they're the ones who are booking the appointments.
Wow.
Using Calendly. So that's really good. So it's a question of, getting organized, and, basically having that conversation with them.
And in your internal processes, like once you get a lead, how much of an importance would you give to the CRM that we have given you?
Oh, it's crucial. It keeps me organized. It actually tells me, when they did first get the information. It gives me their phone number. It gives me their contacts. It's huge. It's huge.
Absolutely. Because I've made it compulsory for all my clients to have the CRM now, because if they don't have the CRM, we cannot look at things. What's happening? Where's the follow-up? Are you calling your leads or not? Are you setting up appointments or not? We just cannot look at that. But right now, even now that we are speaking, I can literally open up this app right now in my cell phone and see if you are doing your homework or not. And that just makes it very transparent. Our communication between, both of us being the stakeholders of this marketing campaign is very transparent. And that's critically important for the success of any marketing campaign. So I love where you're headed. And I look forward to basically getting you more appointments and leads. What is your plan of action from here now that you are, just on the verge of closing this client, which has $350,000 in investable assets? Then you have a multimillionaire who's coming to your office.
Right.
What are you planning in the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, what we want to do is we want to increase the ad spend.
Okay.
We want to be able to max that out. And after that, what I want to do is I want to expand, get my other teammates on the platform, because our province is a huge province. And, there's a lot of clients that need our services. It's just a question of they don't know that we exist. I was actually talking to one client today. She actually called me, and, the stuff that she was advised to do, after I explained to her that it wasn't the best option, because, she was doing some things with her child's education, and, she was wondering why it wasn't growing. Once I explained to her, how it actually works, and I said, do you not understand why the money hasn't grown? And she was like, yeah, now I understand. And so, we're going to be able to help her out next week, actually.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. I look forward to basically adding more members to the team, giving you more leads and appointments, and also keeping your team members well fed with leads and appointments in the coming months.
Yeah. So like I said, we do have, a goal in mind, and a revenue goal in mind. And, for, many months, we didn't think it was going to be achievable. But working with you, we actually see that it's actually possible to actually do it. And, that's kind of, excites me every day. When I'm looking at my goals, it kind of pushes me, because we actually see if we do the work, we'll hit those revenues.
Awesome. Love that. Love the sound of that, man. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to making this even better in the next coming months.
Thank you.
All right, cool.